Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it. There. You are tagged. We are back. Things are happening, Hank.
Hey, boys and girls, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. Hey, I'm not wearing pants today, and I would advise any of you out there who who shouldn't wear pants either, just not wear them today.
All right.
It's going to be so freaking hot.
Well, aren't you used to it? You were just in the Florida area.
It was wonderful. I loved it. The hotter, the better.
You sound clearer.
Yeah, it sort of baked my throat or cleared out my throat or whatever. So yeah,
Gasping for air.
It did do that, and did a lot of swimming. Went swimming in the ocean after sunset one night on Clearwater Beach, which was just unbelievable. We had a great time. Missed everyone here. Missed you. Missed being on the air, but needed a break.
Yeah, you were definitely in paradise over there.
Yeah, we were.
It looks
And
beautiful.
Mariana had a great time at camp. Oh my gosh, she goes to camp at the Clearwater Marine Aquarium, and they go out snorkeling twice, I think it is. And she was on the boat, and a dolphin came up next to the boat, and she leaned over, and it was at that moment that the dolphin decided to, I guess, exhale through its blowhole and got Mariana right in the face. She loved it.
Hysterical.
She loved it. Next year, she goes full time.
Oh.
It's not a half day, it's an all day thing. And that's when they really get, they do cool stuff, but this is when they really get, behind the scenes and really get involved. So
she wants this for a
she
career.
does. Yeah, she does. She wants us to buy a house in Florida so she can go to school down there.
Me too.
At the University of Tampa, I think, is
Okay.
where they have a marine program. So that's where she wants to go.
I just thought it was super funny that you were there. My aunt was there. We had two other friends that happened to be there.
We were in the hotel. We were in the hotel next to each other.
Right. And then I had friends of ours that were on the hotel beside you on the other side.
Really?
So I burst out laughing. I was like, why is everybody in Clearwater right now?
And we didn't invite you.
No, it's fine. I don't know. It's fine. Cliff and I booked ourselves a few days away coming up in just a little bit because I need to. Because apparently the only way that I stop doing work is if I leave the country. So
Leave the country?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Mexico.
Mexico. Are you going to come back?
Maybe.
What part of Mexico are you going
We're
to?
going to Tulum. I'm very much looking forward to
Okay.
it.
All right. Mexico. I don't know, but that's okay.
Just for a few days.
Mhm.
Just to escape the chaos that is currently my home. School vacation is in full swing. I've got kids out the wazoo. Everybody's eating everything, making messes.
Mhm.
And my unwanted, unpaid house guests have finally been evacuating.
Oh, who were they?
They were called carpenter ants.
Oh, I did not know that.
Thank you very much to our friends.
Where did they
Eco
come-
Geeks.
Who invited them?
Yeah, they were not invited.
How did
All
they
of a
get-
sudden, I started seeing this weird foam. It was like a foam party happening in my attic. So Cliff had just put in the attic pull door.
Right.
I just stored some stuff up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is
Oh
it
my
because,
goodness.
we didn't, I put a little flooring in there. And so I pulled the thing down and I looked up and I was like, are you kidding me? It was just
Oh no.
carpenter ants.
Oh no.
I'm like, why? Floods in the basement, locusts outside for crying out loud, cicadas all over us, and now I've got carpenter ants in my attic.
Well, a foam party. Apparently, Jeff Bezos and his intended, they've bought out Venice for their wedding, but the other day they had a foam party on their yacht.
Oh, on their yacht.
Well, see, there you go. You had a foam party. You were doing what Jeff Bezos does, I guess.
He's having protests at his wedding. Nobody wants him
Nobody
in
wants
town.
to see him. People have there's signs that are say, if you can afford to rent out Venice, you can pay taxes.
Yeah, right?
Are
they wrong, though?
Are they wrong? What? Yes.
Exactly. Gloria says, morning, welcome back. Hank,
Thank you.
over 100 degrees here.
Yes.
Gross.
Oh, the weather people in Boston are just wetting their pants. They are so excited. This is as
Something to
good as a
do.
blizzard. This is as good as a
Yeah.
blizzard.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. These are the updates. These are the saving us from ourselves days.
You know, heat wave and stay hydrated. Really, stay hydrated? If you don't know to stay hydrated by
It's hot out,
now,
I drink water.
really? I'm supposed to do that?
It's a little terrifying, but also it's real because people need to be reminded of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Oh, now you've got the voice. Now you've got the throat now.
Crying out loud. I was trying to see. There was one of our articles this morning was about how to stay safe
In the heat?
Yeah. Yep.
Don't drink beer.
Well, that was not the case yesterday. Hosier was playing at Fenway Park.
Oops.
And they said it was almost 100 degrees in the spaces where they were, and they had people dropping like flies.
Oh gosh. And they play again tonight, don't they?
That's a hot one at Fenway. If you've
Yeah.
not had a summer show at Fenway, cute venue, but also I'm like, I'm just a little too old to be
Yes.
uncomfortable like that.
Right. In the little tiny seats.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for the article about how to save ourselves from the heat, but we know what to
All
do.
right.
So I don't
Right.
think you need to be reminded that
Well,
you need to hydrate and
seriously,
stay out of the sun.
drinking beer or having a cocktail does not help. It doesn't hydrate you.
That was one of my favorite parts about my trip with my daughter coming back. And we
Yes,
stopped in Moab and we did Arches, and it was 108.
Okay.
108. And all the signs everywhere, they're like, one coffee takes away 1 liter of water. And it
Mhm.
was just like, drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water.
Yep.
Literally signs everywhere.
Wow.
Because apparently there are a lot of people, including hikers and professionals, that still don't drink water when they need to be drinking
You
water.
would think out there they would know better. I don't know.
One of my most favorite moments is, being at Arches, getting all of the photos with my daughter at sunset.
Mhm.
And then we're walking back to the car, and she's like, she hates birds,
Mhm.
hates them. And she's like, oh, all these night birds, they're everywhere. They dive bombing the car. What's happening here? I was like, those are not night birds. Those are bats.
Oh boy. So how does she feel about bats?
I was like, roll up the window, because they were like pelting our car like cicadas.
Oh my God. That's one thing that they did not have in Florida was cicadas. We could open the window or go out and sit on the little balcony that came with the room and sit outside, and we didn't have to hear that incessant whatever it is.
I don't mind the noise. I do mind them just flying and pelting me and hitting me in the head.
They've gotten
Hitting me
very
in the
aggressive
car.
the longer they've been here.
Well, they're mating now. This is
Oh.
like the end all. This is like, got to find another one so that we can do our thing,
And then we'll die.
and then we'll die, and then the rest of our babies will crawl back to hell. So this needs to happen. It needs
I
to
don't
go.
know if I knew I was going to die. If I did it, I don't know if I would be that overwhelmed with
You wouldn't be rushing to mate.
whatever that for this 5 seconds of whatever to permanent death.
Sound right, Mari? Just checking. Good morning, Chris Ball. Good day to you, sir.
Hey, Chris.
You
Hey,
are
buddy.
definitely missed here at Mashfeed TV.
I
Good-
found Chris's old house on Clearwater Beach
Oh,
while I
that's
was
right.
there. Yep. I went looking for it, and it was exactly where he said it was. Right on the beach.
Perfect.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Good morning, Jen. You were missed this week at our farmers market.
Yes, she was.
We have our first Canal Farmers Market that is coming up on Thursday evening. We'll be there from 3 until 7. Lauren has been outdoing herself every
Yes.
single day, working on more promotional stuff for it. She swims tomorrow.
Okay.
Today, I've got to just thank all of the people that have donated to make this market happen. Somebody donated the farmers market shed so we can store all of our stuff, tables
Very
and
good.
chairs and tents.
And they're going to give you a spot for it and everything?
Well, Lauren's right across the street,
Oh, that's right.
right?
Okay. Yep.
I know. So I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen with this one. We're going to start off a little bit slow, I
Mhm.
think, but it's just going to ramp up as we add the Canal Concert Series to
Right.
it. So the first 2 weeks will just be us figuring it out, working on, I've got the map. It's coming out today, I promise. I know I talked to DeCito about the map. It's coming. I've had a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Apparently.
I'm figuring it out.
She's been fighting with the ants.
Oh my God. I'm like, can something just go right at my house? One thing, please.
How's the kitchen going? Has that started at all?
Oh, it's done. I mean, it's.
The new appliances are in, and
Yeah.
and everything's.
New appliances are in. It doesn't look very good. Cindy was over there on Monday to figure out what we're going to do with this wall. But it's functioning.
Okay.
It just doesn't look great.
Oh, I thought he was going to redesign the whole.
It has to happen, but
Yeah.
right now it's
All
just looking like a jalopy. It'll be fixed, Hank.
All right. No, I know it will. I have confidence in everybody.
Lauren says splat. Oh, wait until you see. She's got a list of vendors. Perfect. And she's making some resin jewelry
Resin jewelry.
out of the cicadas.
Oh, jeez.
I'm interested to see these cicada wing earrings.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Mari got a new piece of jewelry when we were in
Oh,
Florida.
did she now?
Yes, there's a jewelry store in Jones Pass, which is in, I think, Madeira Beach, maybe, I'm not sure, that we go to. And it's a really nice jewelry store. It really is. And like every other year, I'll buy her something that's a little on the expensive side.
Oh, look at him keeping in the good graces.
And this year she got, actually should be delivered today. She got a necklace with she loves octopus, whatever. And it has like sparkly jewels for eyes and everything. She saw it last time when we were there. And I said, I'll buy it for you. No, I don't know. I don't think so. But she's talked about it all year long. So we went to the store when we were there, and well, they didn't have it, but their other store did.
Oh, awesome.
So it got mailed, and it should be arriving today.
Yay.
It's really cool. It is a really cool jewelry store. We got our I got my wedding ring there because I had to replace my wedding ring. We got wedding ring there. We've gotten all kinds of stuff there.
We had a loss of a wedding ring, did we?
Yes, we did. We lost it. And we'll just whatever.
It happens.
That's right.
What happens? Also, crazy crime. Got a little bit of crazy crime for you, Gloria. It's one of her favorite things that we do.
Yes.
And Sandwich Police have given us more.
Oh my God.
Well, the summer people are here. It's just automatically crazy here now. You can't find a parking spot. Everything is everywhere. Roads are full. I saw 4 accidents yesterday on 151. People not paying attention. Fender benders, just they're here.
Yes. A call was received from a concerned individual about a man standing in front of a local inn for 30 minutes.
There's a man standing outside.
He was waiting for an Uber.
Not on her front lawn.
Apparently not. Let's see. Where's the one about there's the one about yes, here we go. Here's a good one. A woman called Sandwich Police to report roofer she had hired would not leave. It was 7:15. The job appeared to be nearly finished, but the homeowner said she had enough banging and wanted them gone. So they left. The next day, officers had to go back to the same home. This time, the contractor was reporting that the homeowner had accused them of damaging their floors. Now, how do you work on a roof and damage floors?
She seems like a lot.
Yeah.
That is a job that nobody wants.
Hey, we're the Sandwich Police. A complaint was received about a food truck at the corner of Jarvis and 6A. The caller did not believe the vendor had the correct permits and said the vehicle was causing a hazard. The truck was properly permitted and parked. Why do people do this? They somehow decide that you don't have the permit.
They're gonna check.
That's right.
I'm gonna call the police.
That's right. And then the whole thing down in Town Neck.
I better check on that.
Where people are parked legally.
Yeah.
Because they're going to a particular establishment. And the neighbors still keep calling that the road's blocked and you can't get through and parking is allowed.
Yeah, I know. They're making it miserable for local businesses.
They got to give it up down there. They really, really do.
I know. I feel like it's that squeaky wheel and they're subscribing to it fully. We'll be the squeakiest wheel and people will listen to me.
Right. But it doesn't work that way.
No.
And all you're doing is making it.
Well, all they're doing is taking away resources from actual emergencies. And that's really a problem. So
that's right.
Mind your
right.
business, everybody. How about that? Let's try that this week.
Right. Because the police never know if this is the call or someone is in fact blocking the
Right.
street. But they never are.
We got some weird news.
Yes.
Rescue seeking forever home for a parrot with an R-rated vocabulary.
Ooh.
This story is out of Fall River.
I'm not surprised, having worked in Fall River.
The Forever Paws Animal Shelter in Fall River said on social media that the bird named Hendrix came from a home where he was not being properly fed. So he's mostly naked as a result of malnutrition. Hendrix's feathers are slowly growing back and he's been put on a healthier diet. If you adopt Hendrix, you're basically adopting Samuel L. Jackson. They said sometimes when you give him stuff, he'll say thank you. If you call him Pretty Bird, he'll say thank you. He'll say good morning, baby. But that's as far as niceties go, according to Chantel. She said, I cannot repeat the slurs, cusses, and other things that this bird, in fact, does say. The bird is R-rated, parental advisory required, a real Sour Patch Kid.
He knows the M word then, right? If he's quoting Samuel L. Jackson.
Hysterical. Despite the potty mouse parrot's ill manners, the rescuers say they've had over 50 adoption requests for him.
Of course.
That's a novelty, my swearing parrot.
By swearing, come on, you got to hear this.
I 100% would rescue a swearing parrot. I wish I knew about Hendrix beforehand. But oh, wait, I forgot. My older daughter doesn't like birds. I'm still not over
that's
the
right.
night
Or
birds.
bats, apparently.
The night birds.
Night birds.
That made my day.
Oh, that's great.
Right?
Night birds. I love that.
Okay, so we love talking about Florida man stories, but the Florida man in this one happens to be the Florida Panthers.
Oh,
Who
okay.
apparently
Yes. Oh, my
decided
God.
to party so hardy that they actually chipped the Stanley Cup.
You don't break the Stanley Cup.
Amazing.
The guys who carry it around wear white gloves.
I know. Apparently not the Florida Panthers. They just got
Probably
really
not.
excited.
Well, it's the second year in a row that they've had it, so it's kind of no big deal. And
Let's throw it around.
throw it around. What the hell? We'll get it again next year, probably. But it was nice to see Brad Marchand is on the Florida Panthers. It was nice to see him with the Stanley Cup because he got traded away from the Bruins, and that was just a stupid thing for the Bruins to do. But
Yeah.
it was nice to see. And the Celtics are trading Jrue Holiday, apparently,
What does that mean?
to Portland for some young hotshot and a couple of draft picks. And well, because Jason Tatum is probably not going to be back for most of next season,
Yeah.
they've got to figure out how they're going to put together a team. And while that can be competitive, but they know they really can't win without Jason Tatum, and they got to manage the salary thing. And so Jrue Holiday had kind of a big salary, so they're starting to, jettison some of the pieces that they need to get rid of.
I just laughed at this week when I had 3 boys come running out of my son's room screaming when somebody tore their ACL in one of the final games. They're like, that's it. I can't. Mama can't. And then they're reenacting it.
Oh, yeah.
That looks terrible.
Halliburton from the Pacers, who was playing injured anyway, went down like Jason Tatum. And you knew instantly what had happened to the guy.
Ugh, no.
And at that point, Indiana kind of took the soul out of them, if you
Yeah.
will. And OKC won, which is fine.
Hey, we're
OKC 's a
human.
great
One
little
injury
team.
away from ending anything for ourselves. So
Yes. Yep. And the Red Sox still suck. So
I just found a bunch of Red Sox items, so I was going to gift them to you, but I'll hold on to it until they're doing a little better. We're always a little superstitious
Thank
around
you.
here
Yeah,
with the
please
Sox,
don't.
right? 13 things to remove from your life.
oh, here we go. These are
Hank brought this in, and I was like, you know what? If anything, I could use this right now. 13 things to remove from my life. What are these items? Is my life going to be better?
clothes you haven't worn in a year,
I agree to that.
expired makeup and skincare,
Hmm.
broken gadgets collecting dust.
Oh, my husband.
I was going to say, I bet Cliff's
Sweet
got
Lord.
stuff.
He has rooms full of that. Boxes just in case,
Mm-hmm.
all over.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know. Shoes that hurt your feet,
I agree to that.
kitchen gadgets you never use.
I'll always use them sometime.
Here's a good one: worn out towels and sheets.
Mm.
particularly towels. We just can't seem to throw away towels.
Reminder, no textiles in your trash cans. Make sure that you're donating them. Free to donate. Drop it right off at the dump, even if you don't have a dump sticker with your recyclable clothes.
Right. Outdated magazines.
I'm a
Unless
little guilty.
they're Playboy, of course.
I'm not a hoarder or a collector by any means, but I will let the stack up just a
Yes.
bit.
My brother, when he got married, had a fabulous collection of Sports Illustrated magazines. From
Yeah.
God knows. And my sister-in-law thought she was being helpful. And she threw out
Whoopsies.
many of these old magazines.
Whoopsies.
But she contacted Sports Illustrated, explained her situation, and they actually helped her.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
That's kind of
Yes.
cool.
They gave her some of the back issues, probably not some of
Yeah,
the
right.
more
Not any of the ones that were worth anything.
really expensive.
Look at all
but
these in the warehouse you could have.
how about this one? Oh, I'm terrible for this one. Toys your kids outgrew.
Yeah, we're pretty good on that.
When we were moving, there would be things that Mari would, have all set to throw out, and I would take them back saying, "Oh, Mariana played with this."
No, not in my
No.
house.
Junk email cluttering your inbox.
Guilty.
Apps you never open.
Yes.
Duplicate or blurry photos.
I don't know why I feel the need to hold on to these.
Because you never know.
Right. Just clogging up space that I'm paying for storage.
Subscriptions you don't need.
Yeah, I try and quarterly evaluate them.
And negative friendships.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
This was a conversation that I've had recently with my friend RTB, and we were celebrating his birthday, and we were just
Yes.
talking about
Happy birthday, bud, by the way.
deadheading the garden of your friendships and the people in your lives when they no longer are really adding anything to it, right?
Yep.
Sifting through the people that either don't bring you joy, so many, or don't bring anything to the relationship.
Mhm. But how do you do it? It's not like towels. You throw them in the wherever you're supposed to.
You
throw
can't drop them off of the Mashpee dump. No.
them. No, you can't. No. No. Good heavens. Mariana and I went to get our dump sticker and our beach sticker yesterday.
Yeah.
The line in town hall was ridiculous.
You are a rookie, sir. I laughed when I went in to bring some of the Mashpee magazine. By the way, it's out. Come and grab your new guidebook for Mashpee. A few of them are here at Mashpee TV. I've replaced the ones that I think are like 4 years old, Chris. So those ones are in. But I went in there to drop off a stack of magazines, and there were people out the door.
Yes.
Getting their stickers. I was like, why did you wait this long?
Well, I was in Florida, but everyone
been
must
here.
have been in Florida.
You've been here.
I know. I know. But I got them. And when I wrote the check, I thought, it didn't cost me this much last year, did it? But oh well.
Good morning, Miss Cynthia. Thanks for joining us. Caroline, I miss you. How is Maine? Am I on with you tomorrow morning? You, in fact, are Miss Jen Christian. Kelly, good morning to you. Enchanted Florist, our good friends over there. Definitely go see her if you've got any floral arrangements or summertime fun.
Mhm.
Melissa, my mom had 2 bats in her house twice. Total chaos. Good morning from my Uncle Dave in Florida.
Hey, Dave.
Hank, I was looking for you, he said. What's up, Huck? Hey, Dave Hagner. It is so hot. If you've not left your home yet this morning, you will be met by a wall of heat and humidity
Yes.
that you probably didn't want. Sorry to be the bearer of this. And Mari said, I have 29,976 unread messages right now.
Yes.
I guess that needs to be cleaned up.
I'll pick up her phone sometimes. It's ringing or something, and I'll try to answer it for her, and I'll put it down. And I'll look at the emails and go, oh, dear God.
Not for me. That is
Yeah.
also like my Aunt Ellen, who picked up my phone one time and she was like, I would lose my mind. She's like, chaos. She can't have a bubble or a notification or an anything. Must be cleaned out, must be organized.
Every couple of days, I'll go through and sort of jettison my email. But hanging on to email, you know what? I got to read that one. And then I don't delete it. And then 2 days later when I do it again.
Oh yeah, right.
It's still sitting there, and I still haven't read it.
Yeah, like full articles or recipes you thought you were going to go back
Right.
to.
Full articles about something that's really important. I can read that, and then
No, and a friend of ours has, I think, well over 2,000 tabs that are open in the phone.
oh
I'm
my
like,
god, how does that phone even function?
that's what I'm saying. Like, doesn't it draw your battery and take everything away?
It must constantly be charging. It has no juice.
And do you ever get back to the tab? You never get back to the
No.
tab. You just keep adding the tabs.
Oh yeah. Oh, on Mari's computer, Mari's laptop. I don't know how many tabs are open.
Guilty.
All
My
right.
husband, every time he looks at any of my devices, he's like, chaos, I can't.
Just close them when you're done with them. You can always get
Right.
them back again.
I know,
See,
but
there's this
sometimes
thing
I'm in a
called-
place.
There's this thing called favorites.
Oh my God. Can the three of us make a parody of the only reasons you should call 911? I think so. RTB, 486 tabs here.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, RTB.
You're a madman. Jolly World. 40th anniversary is coming up. This is
Really?
a place that I drove through. Cody and I didn't get to stop because
Uh-huh.
it wasn't open in our time frame that we were driving by Dollywood.
Okay.
But I definitely want to go. There's a new exhibit and a new ride that's coming in 2026.
Uh-huh.
And also she's about to embark on a 6-event residency at Caesars.
Wow. Now she's what, 80?
Yeah,
They were all like 80 and 81 and
she looked so good when we saw her.
Yeah.
What, 3 years ago?
well, it's all makeup and I mean the boobs are fake, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's not been quiet about her plastic surgery. She's like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is what I want. This is what I want to look like this. I make the money. She donates half of her money.
Oh, I
too.
know. And I'm sure her husband didn't object.
Yeah.
God
Lived
bless
a
his
good
soul.
full life.
Yes, he did. Whoever he may be.
Yeah. I think he was older than her too.
I think so, yeah. But you never saw him.
No, he didn't like that.
No.
I think that's always the one. There's one person in the relationship that's good to be the background person.
Right.
And then there's one that's front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it operates.
Right. Yes, that's true. Yep, that is how it operates.
You're the back of the house guy.
I'm the back of the house. Absolutely. I'm in the back of the house. Cliff is the back of the house.
He's the back. He's holding the camera and holding the purse. This is
Right.
You know
That's
this.
me. That's me. And I have the extra business cards when she doesn't have them. Other than that, I just sit there and look pretty.
We're out there yapping it up, Hank. You can't help us.
No.
We just do what we do.
No, that's what you
Definitely.
guys do, though.
Right. Definitely come and see us. I'm really looking forward to the Canal Region Farmers Markets. We will have plenty of time to chat. I'm going to be starting it off, and then I've got to slink off for my last yacht club.
Oh,
Saying goodbye for our trivia season. Big shift in our schedule is coming this week. We've got Cape Cod Winery. We have got Cape Cod Yacht Club, Falmouth Yacht Club. We're like switching sides.
mm-hmm.
Like this side, we're resting over here, picking up over here, shifting some of our hosts. And thank you very much for people that answered the call for our new host necessity.
Did people respond?
Yeah, I think we've got
Excellent.
2 people that are training this week.
Very good.
So that'll be exciting to add some new faces to our Lemonadio humans. And if you need trivia, music, bingo, we're training people up. So I'd like to keep them employed and busy this summer. Let us know if you want us to come to your place and have some fun.
Right. And how was Restaurant Week here in Mashpee?
Restaurant Week went really well. We had over 300 people that partook, and
Good.
Restaurant Week, we gave out over 25 gift cards. Our winner, Kevin, was an absolute regular at the picnic box. He's like
Mhm.
breakfast there every single morning.
Ah, cool.
So it was just really, really cool to see somebody that is always a supporter of restaurants.
That's
win
one of the
something.
places we want to go to, but every time we drive by, it's like, there's no parking here. They're so busy. And
Oh, I
then
know.
we go on.
I know. Carrie does a good little business in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And it's like the outskirts, the forgotten areas owned by Mashpee Commons.
Right.
And so she's just kind of like, I'm over here in my
Right.
little land, doing my little thing. I know that they've got a bunch of merchandise that they've released. They've got loyal fans.
Mhm.
And that's
That's
how
all
you
they
make
need. A
it.
business like that's all they need.
That's how you're making it happen, right? I
Yep.
think that a lot of people are heritage businesses right now are digging in. The Long Table was last night in Hyannis, and all of Main Street was out in their glory, showcasing what it is that they do and how they connect with the community.
Excellent.
And please support your restaurants and businesses. They're vital to us having this year-round presence that we've
Mhm.
cultivated. I know it's a little wild out there in the world. Hunker down into your local. It's a little safe, making you feel good.
Right. Right. Stay safe. Stay local.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And don't watch the news.
I know.
Oh God, I get
That's
up
my
every
nice
morning,
way of saying
I feed the kids, cats, and make my coffee, and I sit down and I turn on the news. And after like 20 minutes, I'm like, oh God.
This is not for me.
Not
This
for
is not
me.
where I want to be. This is not
for
uplifting.
me. Not for me. I'll shut it off. I'll do something else. And Liv and Reed was here for
Quahog Day. Yeah.
Yep.
Hung out with our good friend Ted Murphy. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. What did they say? 80 days of Cape Cod summer.
Yes.
First time I've not participated in Quahog Day in 15 years.
I know, and I thought it was a little weird.
Yeah. I wasn't invited.
You weren't invited.
Whatever.
How could they not invite you?
I don't care.
Okay.
No, well, my friends Eric Bevins was the original Johnny Quahog.
Yeah.
And he retired. So
Okay.
I was like, we're retired now. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you're out of it now.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Ted can stay on. Chris can stay on.
Yep.
You protect Johnny the Quahog. You stay in there. And it's great. It's a great little tradition. Kim Marchand just jumped in there, and I was like, "You get it, girl. Your turn."
Right. Right. It looked like it was a fun time.
Yeah. Well,
And-
Blue Water Resort looks absolutely beautiful right now. Great little spot over there.
Yes.
So I happened to be with our good friend Martha Fields earlier on in the day. We were over at the Cape Cod Chamber's offices, and we just did a little talk about summer networking and how things shift in the summertime when you're connecting, a little more casual, but also some ways to maximize your time spent at these networking events.
Right.
We have a lot of great business after hours. We've got a lot of ways for people to connect and to grow their networks, I think, but it gets lost. We get in a flurry of activity. And my favorite part of the whole thing was when I reached in my bag and took out a stack of business cards of other people's.
Right.
And I said, who's carrying that in their bags right now? And everyone was like,
right.
So basically putting those into your newsletters and to like really capitalize on those moments to talk to people once you're in front of them, and just a reminder of the things that they're already doing, but to bolster their efforts. So it's a good chat. It was a nice little intimate crowd, but that room at the Cape Cod Chamber, perfect little meeting space.
Really?
Yeah. And if you're a member, you get to utilize it when you want to. So
Another reason.
yeah. Another little resource, another little place. Cliff meets there for his E Forever.
Really?
Yep. So he's in a business group with a bunch of different, very eclectic businesses in different spaces.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. From inn owners to our good friend John Ann over at Pigmenta that does permanent makeup solutions, which, by the way, I am a client of now. It's healed. Nothing is sloughing off and I don't look all that crazy. So thanks, John Ann. And it's super nice to just wake up and wash my face and go to work. And I feel like I've at least tried a little.
Right.
Look slightly put together.
Instant makeup?
Right? I don't have to worry about anything anymore. So
Okay.
it's making my life happy.
Sounds good.
Cindy is going to be working on my designs today.
Very good.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yes. You have a lot of space there to work with.
Oh, in my kitchen?
In that kitchen. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You really do.
Well, I need it to be functional.
Right.
This is where I'm at right now. It's so chaotic and dysfunctional. And all we did was add one extra human to my home.
Right. But that's enough.
One would think, I mean, we at one time had 8 people living there.
Yeah,
Right now, 5 is crazy.
5 is too much.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about functional, you haven't seen our kitchen since it's done pretty
I'm
much.
excited for that.
Pretty much done. A couple of small changes, and Ari says it's so much more functional.
Good.
I mean, I looked at the stove the other day. She was cooking last night, and I went, don't even ask me to try to do anything. Not that I can, but don't even ask.
2 new state of the art.
There's too many things, and there's a screen that lights up, and I don't know.
You fancy now.
Yeah, not me. Not me. I think I can make the microwave work.
Well, I like our new fridge because it lets me know if it's open. It like calls Cliff.
It calls Cliff. No, ours just go. Mari is famous. Oh my God, Mari is famous for leaving the refrigerator open. We have friends. Our friend David Prue from Attleboro every year sends, when it's Facebook for Mari's birthday, he says, "Happy birthday! I've left the refrigerator door open for you," because it's just standard thing. All of a sudden you hear bing, 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 bing. What's that? Oh, Mari closed the door.
That's it. Well,
Yep.
we're going to go back in there for a thing and then we get sidetracked.
Right.
It's called ADD. it's
And
fine.
we have two now. We've got the fridge, and then we've got the beverage refrigerator
Look at you.
that can also stay open.
Yeah, that's I need that in my life.
The beverage refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. You got to come and see it.
Yeah, but well, invite us over. I'm ready.
I invited you over on Sunday.
I was dead on Sunday. I died inside on Sunday.
When I left, I said, "Come on, use the pool. Let's go."
Oh God, it was so hot on that field. And yeah, we're in a heat wave right now. What are we gonna do?
Right.
I'm sorry for the things I said when I was hot. That's all I have to say to you. Get a little cranky. People definitely ratchet up their tempers just a little
Yes.
bit in these spaces.
Yes, but there were a lot of people there on Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
Another huge crowd.
And not even including the cicadas that were dive bombing everybody all over the place.
They're almost done, right?
They'll be gone by the 4th of July.
Okay. Oh, good. Fireworks here in Mashpee is this coming Saturday night?
Yes, it is. No parking on the side of 151. The police will be putting out their signs probably tomorrow.
Right.
Right,
And don't try to
up and
park in the
down.
villages either.
No, right? You're not even allowed in there anyway.
No, you're really not, but don't even try. Yeah, don't even try to walk in.
They do such a good job. Shout out to the rec department here in Mashpee for putting on the fireworks, because all of the organization that goes into it, between the food trucks and all the activities for families. It's just nice to grab a beach blanket and head to the high school and sit in the field.
Yeah, and there's enough room at the high school.
Plenty.
We sit by we can sit by our pool
There you go.
at the villages and watch the fireworks.
Yeah, I'm a little bit too far away. I mean, I can see some of it. Definitely hear it. That's for sure.
Well, come Saturday night.
Maybe. Oh, no, I'm working.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I got a fundraiser. It's casino night over at the
trying.
Hyannis Yacht Club.
I'm trying, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm working, I'm tired. My God, you sound like a teenager.
I feel like one, Hank. Also, Cody's halfway through his driving hours.
Is he really?
We're getting there.
And how's Lily doing?
She's not driving.
Oh, I just
She's
thought I'd ask.
the lady of leisure.
Just thought I'd ask.
She waits for her rides.
Don't stand out there too long because
Yeah,
someone's
right?
going to call.
Oh, she whacked her knee yesterday. I was like, do I have to come get you? Maybe. I don't know.
How did she whack her knee?
She just like walked by a safe and like hit it really hard at work and just like dramatically limps out of work. 4 hours later, when I got home, she's walking around the kitchen making dinner. I'm like, you look like you've recovered nicely.
Do you know that in Florida, you and Cliff would have to sign paperwork to allow her teachers, if she was in the public school system, to call her Lily and not Lillian? We have good friends in Florida who we see all the time. They have twins. Their daughter's name, we've known her as Gigi forever.
Yeah.
Her real name is Gabriella.
Yeah.
In order for the teachers to call her by her name that everyone in the world calls her, they have to sign paperwork to give them permission to call Gigi other than her given name, which is Gabriella. That's all because of, we've all heard the one-off story about somebody who knows somebody who heard that there's a kid at some high school somewhere who identifies as a lion and wants to be called Mufasa. Well, so what?
Right.
Or more closely, the kids having gender identity. I don't want to say issues, but dealing with gender identity. And somehow they think that by requiring parents to sign a form that Patrick wants to be called Patty, Patty, as opposed to Pat, P-A-T, that's somehow going to address the issue. And all it does is inconvenience the crap out of everybody.
Yeah.
Cody, good Lord, they couldn't call Cody Cody.
I know. That's ridiculous. It's his initials. He can legally sign it. So if he can legally sign it, we had to go through the same thing with his driver's ed. And they wouldn't let him into the first driver's ed because it had to be Clifford.
I see.
What was written down? What's the written documentation on his passport? I'm like, that's what we're going with?
Passport? Really?
Like, how many 16-year-olds do you know have their passports? Not very many.
No. And we have the real ID now. and getting in and out of security and everything else was no quicker than it was before.
I just don't understand why it's such an issue. Like, I want to be called this. That's it. I prefer to be called Stephanie. Please just call me that. I don't like Steph or Steffi or any of the other things. It's just Stephanie. Thank you.
Right.
I don't care. Call me Rainbow. If I feel like being called Rainbow that day, you call me that. Great.
That's right.
Hey, you, Rainbow, let's go.
That's right. Our friends up at Holly Ridge.
Not hard.
Our friends up at Holly Ridge. Jennifer, don't call her Jenny. She doesn't want to be called Jenny. You can call her Jennifer. You can call her Jen. Do not call her Jen. Okay, fine. I won't call you Jenny. If that's what you want, Jenny, I won't call you Jenny.
I saw Jenny Wheeler over at the farmer's market on Sunday. Did you see her there?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. First time I've seen her at our market. It's not often. She's got a day off.
Right.
So I was excited
No,
to
we
see
usually,
her.
never mind. We usually see her on Facebook posing in the bathtub.
She's got a certain
If you know,
pose,
you know.
right? She does. She does. She's got a certain pose. And it makes me laugh every time I see it. Now I laugh because when it goes up, I laugh and I think of you. Jenny, you're awesome. Thank you for feeding all of Cape Cod. If you've not been over to Family Table Collaborative, I definitely suggest you do so. Yesterday, I had my first meeting with the entire crew for La Tavola. August 1st, we have got an Italian dinner, 400 people. We've got really award-winning entertainment, and it is a great, wonderful fundraiser where we just get the community together. We're elevating the experience this year. We had a chat with Matt Lombardo, who's the chef at Pink Door Catering, and he is going to be our chef extraordinaire. We're talking about a little bit of menu changes organizationally. I'm really, really excited for this event. We really haven't tried pushing tickets yet. We've already got 100 of them sold.
Right.
It's going to be a big event. So please grab your tickets, grab a table, support the event because it's one of the highlights of the summer here on the Cape.
Well, make sure people in the villages know, because when you spoke over there were several folks who were concerned about when it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember.
August 1st.
They wouldn't stop asking.
I love it. Grab your tickets because I'm capping it at 400 this year. Organizationally, I think that this is all I can wrap my brain around. So it's like, that's it. I can't do more than 400. Marilu used to love, 500, this and that. I'm like, over 400 gets crazy.
Plus, it could get really warm.
It does get really warm. Last year for me setting up, I had to change my clothes twice.
Ooh.
Because I had to put out all of those 400 seats.
Wow.
Open them up, lay them out, make sure they were out, putting linens on tables. And I had the sweat mustache.
Yep.
And the worst part of it was I did all of the setup and didn't actually get to enjoy La Tavola last year because I had an event and I had to go do another event.
But this year you will.
This year I'm enjoying it and I'm looking forward to it.
Like Mari volunteered last year. She worked the wine bar.
She was a wine lady, right?
She was the wine lady.
I love it.
And
the sommelier.
Yes, but this year we're going.
We have one Chianti. Here's your sommelier.
Right. But then after they got through serving, they put all the bottles that hadn't been opened yet and they put it in a shopping cart. And she and I forget who the other person was, they just walked around apparently. Just, hey, you want some more? You want some more? You want some more?
I love that.
Yeah. And they get rid of it all.
That reminded me when I went shopping for wine in Italy. It was a shopping cart full of wine.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the bottles were like $2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because, they grow it.
Right.
Around the corner sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get back there sometime.
Yes, we do too. That's on the list. The cruise to Greece is first, and then we'll get to Italy.
We have an informational session that is happening tomorrow evening. If you want to find out more about our cruise to Corfu, we're doing a little bit of Greece. We're doing a little bit of Dubrovnik with Croatia, and also there's Montenegro. So if you want to talk about it, it's actually for what you're going to be getting a really great price point and unique travel experiences is putting this together. Lisa Butler is phenomenal. And you can grab the link right at the top of the page of our Lemonadio Facebook page. Events on Cape Cod. You feel like it was a little scammy over the last few weeks.
It's been really scammy over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
We are getting multiple requests at the same time.
From the same humans. With different profiles. Yeah.
Yeah, and I reject, or delete, or whatever it is, and then it comes back again.
Is anybody noticing an influx of malware, spyware, people trying to send you all kinds of weird, crazy stuff? I feel like it's just AI and someone set up some certain virus, then it's just continually attacking.
Yeah.
Tim Scasari says 178,942 emails for me. I don't know how to get rid of that many.
Hey, Timbo, how are you? Tim's a good friend from Today Real Estate and a good friend in general.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's like people who haven't posted since, I don't know, 2019, all of a sudden want to join events on Cape Cod. I'm sorry, you're not. But then again, that's not you posting anyway.
We had an attack. I felt really bad for my husband, who's been in a just piss poor mood for the last 4 days because he has had to revamp all of our websites. And he went against his better judgment because his wife asked him for a favor.
Uh-oh.
I know. And somebody was using a WordPress website, which is easily attackable. And he put it on the network. And then that, for whatever reason, it's called an injection virus.
Okay.
So basically it penetrates the network and then starts attacking all the other stuff on the network.
Oh.
So I was getting ready to set up this conversation I was having. And I was like, one of the things I had on my slide was make sure you check all of your links and make sure you check all the stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm checking this, I'm checking this, I'm check this. I'm like, why is Lemonadio not coming up? Not coming up on the one. Can you check our website and see what's going on?
Oh, you know what? When I was in Florida, I went to post to Lemonadio and I couldn't.
All hell broke loose.
Was that what was going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm cursing the Wi-Fi at the hotel. I'm doing all kinds of things. And why can't I post? I want to, I'm not going to be there on Saturday for the Saturday morning blues, but I want to put something up anyway. And it coming back. Now, what the?
All hell broke loose on the back end of everything. I needed to revamp absolutely everything and
my God.
We changed companies. Like there was a big to-do. So like the one company that we had been using apparently sold. But really they only bought it for the engineers. They didn't care about like the actual platform.
So they left it alone?
So they stripped it. And so basically he called customer support and was like, what's going on? They're like, good news, we can fix it. Bad news, it's going to be 10 grand. And my husband's like,
screw you.
Sorry, sir. I don't need your service. That's not even why I bought this. So literally took
10 grand to fix something that they broke?
Oh,
good Lord.
That they allowed to happen on their watch. So basically it was just like he had to take all of his stuff and put them in trash bags and move it over here. So that's what we did for like the last 4 days. And so he just sat in his office very grouchily.
I can imagine.
And move everything for the business from one side to the next. That's just the easiest way I can describe it. But let me just tell you, it was absolute hell. Now, mind you, it was only down for a few hours and most people didn't notice it. But at the same time, if you were trying to do anything on any of the networks at that specific time. So
like, oh my goodness.
Just be mindful of the stuff that you're accepting, social media included.
Yes.
The people that you're inviting to your sites might just be there for damage. So if you don't actually know them, do not accept friend requests from weirdos and strangers.
And people who haven't posted since 2019.
I've got another weird one that just keeps popping up every day.
Oh, really?
First rule of sending a rando person a text message, no DPs. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
And no, hi, beautiful, gross, delete, blocked. I don't know you.
Oh, yeah. Hi, do you have a minute? We haven't chatted in a while,
exactly.
I know. Okay. And we're not going to chat now either.
I'm from Attleboro. That's great. Actually connected with a couple of people that were from Attleboro at Knockabout on Saturday.
Oh, really?
I run over to drop my daughter off something and Pete Francis was playing from Dispatch. Amazing guy. Got to chat with him for a couple of minutes. I'm a big fan. And just started yapping with a couple of ladies that were sitting at the bar. And she's like, oh, I'm a little outside of Providence. I was like, I'm from Attleboro. And she's like, I live on County Street.
Oh my God, County Street. Do you know where Jeremiah's is?
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. We talked about you. She's like, I know Hank Sennett.
He's alive.
Oh yeah, right. So I was like, yeah, he does the show with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I gave her my card. I said, check in. And her daughter dated like one of my grade school boyfriends. Like we graduated, but she graduated from Norton High.
Oh,
we're the same exact age. We're the same exact people. It was just very, very hysterical. I was like, Attleboro connection here.
Attleboro people
back
are
again.
Everywhere.
Right. Savannah just climbed on the couch because she heard your voice. Savannah, you like me more and more every time. Our little office girl was in there. Emily is probably on her 1 or 2 more last times of working in the office.
Yeah, because
before she gives birth. She even put her due date in the calendar the other day. I was like, I'm aware. I'm aware of our time crunch.
Due date, you hope.
Well, I saw one of our friends, Jen Skibba, over at Knockabout, and she's 3 days away from her scheduled C-section.
Okay, well, that'll happen.
Right. So she is ready. Like, she looks cute. She still looks pretty. She's a fitness instructor. So it's like the cute little pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, good for you. You look great. Obviously, she doesn't feel amazing. It's friggin' hot out. And to be that pregnant.
Oh, I can't imagine. Not that I know about being pregnant, but I can't imagine being pregnant in weather like this.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough.
And so Moody is one of the head brewers over at Knock, and he's about to, take some time off. So they were brewing and canning and getting everything ready so that he could go take a little bit of break and become a dad.
Wow.
Such exciting stuff going on. So happy baby.
Yes.
Enjoy yourselves.
They grow up.
Yep. Try and go to sleep. Try and get a little sleep and prepare yourself for all of this.
Right.
And I'm just sending you positive, like, please be a good baby. Please be a baby that sleeps all the night. And so you can keep your sanity. I really hope so for you. Dawn says she was gifted a bottle of wine yesterday, $95.
Wow.
Love free wine, especially when it's free expensive wine.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Big fan.
Right. I mean, $14.99 will usually do it.
I'm looking forward to you being back on the air this week.
Really?
Yeah. I am. What have you got planned for shows?
Well, today is Tuesday, so we play. Where did they get that name from?
You had just mentioned that Toad the Wet Sprocket's back on tour doing a show in Boston.
Yep.
Where'd they get that name from?
We'll find out.
I like it.
Yes. Yep. Actually, a lot of the artists that we play on Lemonadio are currently on tour, like Toad the Wet Sprocket. The Lumineers have added a second show at Fenway Park.
That's exciting. You're gonna sweat it out, guys.
Oh man, not till I forget when it is, but it'll be warm there.
Hopefully, this heat wave will abate.
And the Lemonheads have a new album coming out.
I love the fact that one of their lead singers, it lives in Falmouth, has a house in Falmouth.
Really?
So I get to see him pop into trivia every once in a while at Shipwrecked. I'll point him out to him. Him next time.
Oh, we got to do something with that.
Right?
That's the official band of Lemonadio.
I don't want to be creepy though. I was just having this conversation with my friend Joe.
Oh, come on. What do you mean you don't want to be creepy?
Just to be
You're
like
bashful about going up and talking to someone?
I'm a big fan. Like, I was even weird about talking to Pete Francis on Saturday over at Knockabout. I was just like, hey, big fan.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
I'm
a fan.
I know, right? I want to just leave them be and let them live in their little anonymous life.
Right?
Yes.
That's not you.
I'm not one of those people.
That's not you. You just walk right up and go, "Hi, I'm Stephanie in the morning."
They're living
That's
their
my
life,
car out
though.
there. It says so.
They're trying to just live their life quietly and be under the radar.
I see.
Have their clams, sit on the side of the road and enjoy their Cape Cod experience.
I see.
Like Paul Guilfoyle, who happened to be lunching the other day at the picnic box.
Really?
Just hanging out. One of my friends, he's like inviting my friend Joe over to a barbecue. Come over to the house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, did you go? He's like, no.
Why wouldn't you?
Because we want to let them enjoy Cape Cod.
Oh, you can be surprised at who you see.
Oh, Starful. Vineyard was crawling with everybody that was there for Jaws. Yeah. It was Richard Dreyfuss, James Cameron. Like, they were just all of the people were on.
What did we say about my voice getting better?
Oh, hold on. Get it out. I gave him all kinds of accolades.
Oh, my goodness. There we go. It's back.
Yay. But it was a star-studded appearance for the 50th anniversary of Jaws. I mean, everyone was on the Vineyard over the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's still popular after all these years.
Well, it's the coming of summer.
Yeah, that's true.
We love it. There are sharks in the ocean. Just a news flash. Once again, it's a PSA I like to run all the time.
Yeah, be careful, really.
Sharktivity app. You can take a look at it and know. And if you see seals that you're swimming with, get out of the ocean. You're welcome.
Right.
It is their home.
And we're kind of crashing.
We're in your space, buddy. All right. Any parting words you want to say before we go? Jen says, I want to go to the Lumineers so bad. I just can't with that heat. Chris Ball, you get random texts that start with, hey, beautiful. WTF. Yeah. Creepy. 1 to 5 a day from rando stranger boys. Delete, and block. Has that ever worked for anybody?
I don't think so.
I've got another one of our friends that is checking out a new dating app, and apparently they're having success.
Really?
I'll have to pull it up and show you so you can have a chuckle.
My goodness. Oh, jeez. Why?
Because she is.
Okay.
And so one of her friends said to her, you should go on this website. There are a lot of doctors on there. But apparently the doctors are just looking for 20-year-old wives. So, but apparently she got some new matches. So,
oh boy.
Mary, let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah.
The funniest conversation I've had, and her daughters were like, "Oh,
I wouldn't
God.
recommend it myself, but doesn't seem to. No. Unless you like wearing all black and whatever, but
I'm glad I'm married most of the time.
Most of the time.
I don't like Crabby Cliff. He's been really crappy lately.
Well, he doesn't like the heat either.
No, he doesn't like the heat. He doesn't like dealing with nonsense, and he's had to deal with all of that. Whatever it is that you're doing today, stay hydrated.
Yes, please stay hydrated.
And if it's hot out, go inside.
Right. And get hydrated.
That's it.
Yes.
Stay out of the sun. Put on your SPF. I don't know what else to tell you. Have a great day. Be listening to Hank at lunch break all week long for some fun little nuggets. And we'll be back on Thursday.
Where do they get that name from? We'll see who we're talking about today.
Do we have a guest on Thursday?
No, we don't.
Okay. I will let you know what is happening. Otherwise, thank you very much to MashP TV for being our hosts, channel 1072 in HD. Call 1-800-COMCAST if that is not working for you. Chris Ball, we're looking forward to seeing you back in the studio once again. I promise I'm doing the right things around here. I'm not making messes. Also, grab your tickets to La Tavola. And if you're looking for something to do this week, just go to lemonadio.com. It should be working. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Oh, it's Pete Francis over at Knockabout Lauren.
Goodness.
Don't die, Hank. Oh, no.